Hello, I'm Amanda Bowman, HR Director for Northwest University. You are listening to 10-Minute Tips. Today we are going to review the best practices when it comes to job interviews. How many of you have applied for a job, received a call to interview, and realized in a state of panic, what do I do now? Whether you have no interviewing experience or you have participated in multiple interviews, it is normal to feel nervous. I always encourage people to remember a few things. They called because they're interested in you. The hardest part is done. You've captured their attention. People are oftentimes so nervous about the interview process that they forget it is a two-way street. You are interviewing them as well. Interviewing will give you an opportunity to ask questions to see if this is an organization you want to work for. Interviews are your chance to sell your skills and abilities. They also give you a chance to find out if the job and company are right for you. Let's review some tips so you can ace your interviews. Start by researching the company and your interviewers. Understanding key information about the company you're interviewing with can help you go into your interview with confidence. Using the company's website, social media posts, and recent press releases will provide a solid understanding of the company's goals, mission, and vision, and how your background complements their organization. Review and practice common interview questions. Come prepared with stories that relate to the skills that the employer wants while emphasizing your strengths, willingness to work and flexibility, leadership skills, ability and willingness to learn new things, contribution to the organizations in which you have worked or volunteered previously, creativity in solving problems and working with people. Figure out in advance how well you qualify for the job. For each requirement listed in the job posting, write down your qualifications. This can show if you lack a particular skill. Plan how you will address this in the interview so you can convince the interviewer that you can learn new skills. Be prepared with examples of your work. During the interview, you will likely be asked about specific work you've completed in relation to the position. After reviewing the job description, think of work you've done in past jobs, clubs, or volunteer positions that show you have experience and success doing the work they require. You can also Google top interview questions for ideas to consider. Tip: you should be prepared to discuss your salary expectations. If you are unsure what salary range is appropriate, do research beforehand on sites like Indeed or Glassdoor to get additional information. Recruit a friend to practice answering interview questions. Practicing your answers out loud is an incredibly effective way to prepare. Say them to yourself or ask a friend to help run through questions and answers. You'll find you gain confidence as you get used to saying the words. Reread the job description. Be very familiar with it. You may want to print it out and begin underlining specific skills the employer is looking for. Think about examples from your past and current work that align with these requirements. Make a list of questions that you would like to ask during the interview. Pick questions that will demonstrate your interest in the job and the company. This might include commenting on news you learned from the company website and then asking questions related to it. Also, ask questions about the job you will be expected to perform, such as, what are the day-to-day responsibilities of this job? How would you describe the characteristics of someone who would succeed in this position? How will my responsibilities and performance be measured? By whom and how often? What challenges does this role currently face? Could you explain your organizational structure? What computer equipment and software do you use? What is the organization's plan for the next 5 years? Be sure your questions are relevant to the position and organization. Once you have done the prep work, be prepared the day of with these tips. Plan your interview attire the night before. Start by researching the company's dress code. If you cannot find information about the company's dress code, consider the position you are applying for and dress accordingly. Alternatively, or if you are applying for a position at a company where you can walk through unobserved, see what other employees are wearing, or visit a business similar to that in which you are applying for, may give you a better idea. Choose clothes that make you feel comfortable and confident but maintain professionalism. Use your best judgment and don't overthink it. Avoid revealing clothing. Be modest. Choose clothing accommodating to the climate and season. Check for stains, snags, pet hairs, and holes. Ensure clothing is clean, pressed, and wrinkle-free. Display confident body language and, most importantly, smile. Be prepared. Remember to bring important items with you to the interview. Notebook and pens. Be prepared to take notes, not on your phone or other electronic devices. Always maintain as much eye contact as possible. Extra copies of your resume and list of references is helpful. Copies of letters of recommendation, licenses, transcripts, etc. Anything that would be helpful to the people interviewing you that support your position and capability for the job. On the day of the interview, remember to do the following. First and most importantly, pray. Ask God to steady your nerves, provide confidence when responding to their questions, and discernment when it comes to the questions you should ask and if this is the right job for you. Plan your schedule so you arrive 10 to 15 minutes early. Allow for traffic, construction, etc. Do not be late. Go by yourself. Look professional. Leave your electronics, coffee, soda, or backpack at home or in your car. Turn off your cell phone, or better yet, leave it in the car. Bring your sense of humor and smile. Display confidence during the interview, but let the interviewer start the dialogue. Send a positive message with your body language. Treat everyone you encounter with respect. This includes people on the road and in the parking lot, security personnel, and front desk staff. Treat everyone you don't know as though they are the hiring manager, even if they aren't. Your potential employer may ask for their feedback. Practice good manners and body language. Practice confident, accessible body language from the moment you enter the building. Sit or stand tall with your shoulders back. Before the interview, take a deep breath and exhale slowly to manage feelings of anxiety and encourage self-confidence. Shake hands firmly, but only if a hand is offered to you first. Again, maintain eye contact. Listen carefully. Welcome all questions, even the difficult ones, with a smile. Keep your answers concise and focused. Your time with each interviewer is limited, so be mindful of rambling. As we discussed, practicing your answers beforehand can help you keep focused. Be authentic and positive. Respond truthfully to the questions asked. While it can seem tempting to embellish on your skills and accomplishments, interviewers find honesty refreshing and respectable. Focus on your key strengths and why your background makes you uniquely qualified for the position. Do not speak negatively of your previous employers. Companies want to hire problem solvers who overcome tough situations. If you're feeling discouraged about your current job, focus on talking about what you've gained from that experience and what you want to do next. End the interview with a good impression. A positive end to the interview is another way to ensure your success. Be courteous and allow the interview to end on time. Restate any strengths and experiences that you might not have emphasized earlier. If you want the job, say so in a professional manner. Find out if there will be additional interviews and when you can expect to hear from the hiring manager again. Don't forget to send a personalized thank you note or letter after the interview. You can ask for the business card of each person you speak with or jot down their names so that you can follow up individually with a separate thank you email. Make sure that each email is distinct from the others using notes you took from the conversations during your interview. That's it. You are ready. Current students and alumni can take advantage of career development counseling appointments, which include resume and cover letter review, mock interviews and interview coaching, personality and interest assessments, and finally, individual career counseling. Additional information about this is available on the NU Eagle page under Career Development, or you may contact Levi Davenport at 425 889 5752 or Levi Davenport at northwestu.edu.